Thank you very much. Our next student speaker is Kathryn.
I'll
try to get it right.
It moved. It moved. Oh, stop. Sorry. Okay, so when I was getting my senior pics done, I made a sign to celebrate the absolute joy I felt to finally making it to my senior year. For those of you who can't read this, it says I'm done. And I'm so happy to be done because my senior slide started in 6th grade. And so then I worried my entire 12th grade year that I was going to become a super senior, which is just a fun name for an awful situation where you did not pass. So you stay in high school. But I surprisingly passed. I even passed biology. Yeah. Woo. I even passed biology. All of us probably took biology. And if you didn't take biology, that's not right. I took biology, but I never paid attention in that class. Explains my grade. Anyways, Mr. Krause and I both knew I didn't like biology, but he never gave up on me, even when I threatened to fail the MCA to make him look bad as a joke. Yeah. I thought it was funny. He didn't. It is a day he and I remember quite well since we spent about 10 minutes arguing about it in class. Mr. Krause and I are surprisingly friends, and he has always been there for me, even when I was totally not knowing what I was doing in biology. He was always there to help me. He also showed fun movies, which is probably the only thing I remember. One of them that I really liked was this one where a man took a mummy, like a dead person, and pulled on a tendon up in the arm, and the finger went forward. It was totally gross, creeped me out. But it led me to go on and learn something else, one of them being that feet are really cool. Also really gross and dirty, but really cool. Did you know that the foot contains 26 bones, 33 joints, about 19 muscles and tendons, and then 2,000 nerves in the sole of each foot? All those bits and pieces help the foot work and hold you up. They support you and get you to where you need to be, like class. Sometimes my feet didn't take me there, but that's called skipping. I know that now. Think of those 26 bones. They now represent your family and very close friends because they're solid. You can feel them there. Those 33 joints become your teachers because sometimes they're a pain. No offense. But I mean, we weren't that great all the time either, right? Yeah, it equals out. Yeah, thanks, Caroline. The tendons and muscles are your peers because sometimes it takes strength to deal with some of you. Those nerves are just everyday people who get on your nerves. Just like how you need the bones, joints, muscles, and nerves to have your foot properly work and get you places, you need your family, friends, teachers, and other people that you know to have your life properly work and get you places. But unfortunately, it's never that easy. You will face obstacles. Now, obstacles in your life are represented by hills, and I say hills because we will experience many obstacles in our lifetime. Most of us experience the same obstacle known as high school, a hill which will be represented by that awful hill down by the track, the one you have to go down the stairs to do the mile run in gym class. That hill is the worst, especially when you come back up after doing the mile, and I don't run the mile, but it kills me. That hill's awful. Anyway, in this situation, the stairs have been magically ripped out by the construction that's been happening everywhere. Now, you're at the bottom of the hill, and like all obstacles in life, you try and get over it. Your goal is to get to the top. But sometimes you're going up, and then you fall all the way back to the bottom. Even though you might have accepted that this hill you just might not be able to get over, you still feel that feeling of defeat, like you'll never make it to the top of any hill, but specifically this one. And that's hard to deal with, especially when you look around you and you see your class, and they're halfway up there. When just one part of your foot stops working, then it stops working properly, obviously. And it's difficult to keep walking on it, kind of like in our lives. The death of a family member or a fight with a best friend is like when you break a bone. A bad experience with a teacher is like joint pain, and some jerk who happens to gossip about you in the hallway is like when you step on a Lego or stub your pinky toe. All of these injuries can cause you to stumble and almost fall with the lack of support from under you. But like a broken bone or a stabbing pain, it heals. It takes time, sometimes a lot of time, but you will eventually get to a point where you can continue on moving towards your destination. Whatever destination you get to, it is because of your feet, your support. When your feet stay firmly under you, you can make it to the top of any hill, even if you stumble a little. Same goes for your support in your life. When your family, friends, teachers, and others are right there supporting you, you can become very successful, unstoppable even, and leave the greatest legacy ever. You'll be there, all successful, and think to yourself, this is my legacy. And then, bam, Doc Lock's face just right there, because there is no way you can think of that word without his face popping up. So thank you, Doc Lock. Thanks for doing that. Anyways, sometimes our family, friends, teachers, and others aren't there to support us. And then we're done, and it makes it almost impossible to continue on moving and progress in life, because we all need that support, even if we feel like we don't need it. After thinking about what I've said about your foot, well, we've all got a foot. You can be the bone, joint, muscle, or nerve in someone else's foot. We play as much of a part in someone else's lives as they do in ours. So even though I don't know half of you, like honestly, I don't. It has been fun walking up this hill we call high school with each other. But now each of us will have a different hill to climb as we go our separate ways. So keep your feet under you, no matter where they take you, whether on the ice, on the field, on mats, on stage, on a track, in water, or on a college campus. Thank your feet, because you'll always have support under you, even if you feel like you made it all the way to the bottom of the hill. And guess what? Yes!
Thank you, Kathryn. And by the way, I have a 75-minute speech talking about legacy tonight, so I hope you enjoy it. How about it? One more round of applause for our student speakers. Thank you.